Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Smoke Break, where I teach you my own personal spins on a lot of barbecue classics, smoky meats, grilling, and general cooking recipes. Once again, we're back at the Sugar Bear Cabin in Cold Springs, California, and we're doing some New York strip steak and potatoes. Without further ado, let's fire it up and cue that in. So let's get to this. First of all, you got to prep your food always. We got 3 beautiful pieces of New York strip steak that I got down at the local butcher shop. Some really good marbling in between both sides of these, and we're gonna real quick season them. First, start with salt. Get a good coating of salt on there. Flip them over. You need salt and pepper on your steaks. I mean, that's just one thing. If you're not going to use any type of rub, salt and pepper is just the way to go because it's always going to be the best. Next, I have the Montreal steak seasoning, but I think I'm going to counter it first with the Holy Gospel from Meat Church. Just get a light coat of that on each of these. The weather out here is very beautiful. It was a little warm earlier, but it's not snowing anymore if you want to pan over and look at the trees out there. The last time we came down was back in February, and it was snowing outside. It was beautiful. So pat that in a little bit. I'm going to finish it off with Montreal steak seasoning, the classic, because it does give it some bite and some texture on the outside, and it helps to develop a really good crust. And as you can see, we're cooking indoors tonight. One of these days I'll have to bring the weather out here. Say hello, Ace. How you doing, buddy? He knows. Every time I record a video, he knows. He knows there's food coming. So this is what it looks like so far. Meal prep. I'm going to set this out for about 5-10 minutes to let those seasonings adhere to the meat. And we're going to pair it today with the Little Potato Company lemon and garlic herb. Potatoes, minced garlic, and then mix that with mushrooms and onion, saute them on the stove. We'll be back in a bit to show you the rest. All right, so the potatoes have been on here. The potatoes were here by themselves for about 15-20 minutes just to soften them up a little bit. Now I added some minced garlic, chopped white onions, kind of finely diced. I like a lot of onions because they're all going to cook down and saute with that. Let's grab a little bit of mushrooms here. To give them a good mix here. Just trying to incorporate everything, get everybody friendly in this pan. A little bit more olive oil and rub will go into it. They're basically going to soften up, cook down, and that's going to be a little nice side dish that's going to pair well with these New York strip steaks. Down go the steaks. Always got to make sure your pan is nice and hot. If you don't hear a sizzle like that, do not put the steak down. You need that nice sear that we're looking for. Press down, get some good surface contact. And number 2. Give these all some room. I'm going to sear these on each side, probably about 3 minutes a side, 3 to 4 minutes a side. Flip them over. I'm looking for an internal temperature of about 125. Carry over to 130. That's a good medium rare. And we'll cut into them in a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final product of the New York strip steak. I'm not even gonna talk that much. I'm just gonna slice into it. And today I'll be featuring my brand new knife. It's a meat cleaver / a boning knife. It's very good with meats. I tried to cut an onion with it earlier. It does cut through, but it's not meant for veggies. So my fiance was kind of laughing at me over that. So anyway, I'm gonna use it what it's meant for. And we're gonna slice into these beautiful steaks. I got my little mimosa here. And the final product of the garlic and herb potatoes, minced garlic, onions, even add some bacon in there. Got a nice little feta cheese salad with chicken and a nice little vinaigrette, store-bought. But anyway, quit yapping. We're gonna get into these steaks here. Nice and juicy. They've been resting on the board for about 10-15 minutes. The pats of butter were on top of it so it can melt through. And let's slice into it. I'm gonna start with this one actually. Get a close up. Like that. Still has some pink in the middle. Very, very tender, very juicy. Let's try it out. I mean, that's just fall apart in your mouth tender, ladies and gentlemen. If you get a chance to get some New York strip steak cuts, I suggest you get them on the stove, get them outside on the Weber. You can even smoke these and reverse sear them if you want. However you want to do it. This is what we're having for dinner tonight. I'm gonna pair this up. We're hungry over here, so I appreciate y'all checking me out for another episode of Smoke Break. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel, hit a like button, throw some comments out there like you have been doing. Appreciate the feedback, appreciate y'all watching me. And we'll be back for another episode next week. From Cold Springs, California, Sugar Bear Cabin, signing off. Take care.